All right, let's keep going with this. So we've got this whole idea of a Medicare levy. Now, before we get into that, a levy is kind of a one-off extra tax, okay? It's not typically your income tax. It's just this one-off thing that everyone pays to fund state government-funded hospital healthcare. Okay, so and the standard thing is 2% of your taxable. All right, so that's just across the board. Now this is on top of your regular income tax. Okay, so eventually we'll be putting all this together, but this is just one tax that is added to everybody. 2% of your taxable income. Okay, so that's easy, right? So 2%, piece of cake. Okay, now, so this is page 33. So you've got this state-funded, government-funded healthcare. So it's the basic thing for everybody is 2%. All right. But you need to be aware that there's this thing called a Medicare Levy surcharge. All right, a surcharge is kind of a nuisance tax. Okay, so here's the point. They're saying, look, there are people who could well afford their own private health insurance. Okay, but they're choosing to use Medicare for everything. So, in fairness, they say, righto, well, you know, if you can afford private health insurance, but you're choosing not to, then we're going to sting you for a bit extra. Okay? So, this is how it works. Now, first of all, I need you to understand, only for not private health insurance. Okay, so if you have private health insurance, this does not apply. Okay, so this whole table doesn't apply if you have private health insurance. So people who have chosen to not have private health insurance. So it's for high income earners who do not have private hospital insurance. All right, so this is how it works. Let's have a look at this little example here. Okay, so example. A single person without private health insurance earning $93,400 annually. How does this work? Okay, so this is how you read this table. So you go, righto, single person. Single means there's only one income, okay? There's only one income going in there. All right, so you can have kids, but it's still classified as single because there's only one earner. All right, so singles, what do we got? We got $93,400. That's their taxable income. Okay, so we come across here, bang, look at that. It fits into this bracket here, doesn't it? Between 90.01 and 105. So this person fits in here. All right, so it's like this column. It fits into this column of the table. Okay, so then we come down here, bang, 1%. That's 1% on top of the 2%. Okay, everyone pays 2%. But this person pays an extra 1%. So really, they're going to pay 3% of $93,400. Okay, their taxable income. So that's 0.03 times 93,400. Okay, so that's how the Medicare Levy surcharge works. Not everyone has to do this, but it's only for people who earn the high income but are choosing to not have private health insurance. Okay? All right, let's just move it on to the next page. All right, so you need to know how to do these percentages. Okay? It's not a nice to have, it's a must have, because we're now going to get into lots of percentages things. If I'm taking 5% of 200,000, okay, do the McDonald's arches. So that's 5, there's my decimal point, 1, 2, bang. There's my put the 0 in there. So I'm going to go 0.05 times 200,000. You need to be comfortable with that idea of moving the decimal place. This one here, I put the 2 over like that. Okay, so you've got to be comfortable with that. All right, so let's have a look at these examples here. Nigel has a taxable income of $46,700. Calculate his Medicare levy. All right, so it's just a straight up 2%. Now, you'll be told in the exam, or you'll be reminded in the exam that it's 2%. Okay, so it's 2% of 46,700. So you can just go 0.02 times 46,700. And the magic buttons, 0.02 times 46,700, 934. All right, so that's $934 extra for the whole year that's added onto this person's tax. Okay, that's not per week, obviously, that's for the whole year. Righto, now this is using the surcharge table. Okay, a family without private health insurance. Boom, there's the alarm bells, okay? If they do not have private health insurance, then you got to use that table. They have a combined taxable income of $114,600. All right, so families, boom, they're a family. What have we got? 114,000. Come across here, oh, that's them, isn't it? 180,000 or less. Theirs is 114,000. Come down here. Oh, nothing. Okay, so if the combined income of a family is up to 180,000, then there's nothing extra. So there's just the 2%. All right, so it's 2%. So that's 0.02 times 114,600. Uh, 0.02 times 114,600, so that's 2,292. All right, so that's what the family gets taxed, their combined tax on top of their regular income tax. Okay, so that's how Medicare levy works. All you got to do is find 2% most of the time. Sometimes, if there's without private health insurance, you've got to go and check that table to see if there's anything on top of the 2%. Okay, it might end up being 3%, might end up being 3.5%, okay? But you've got to be familiar, you know, if it was 3.5%, boom, 0.035 times by the taxable income, okay? You've got to be up with that. All right, go and do it.